Welcome on day 3 of ALM Summit 2025. It is the last day of this year's ALM Summit, and I was wondering who of you knows why some very successful companies leave an empty chair in meetings? Does anybody know here? We have a lot of empty chairs. All right, I'm going to tell you. So the empty chair serves as a constant visual reminder of the customer, even when they're not present. This forces participants of the meeting to consider the customer's point of view when discussing products, services, or company strategy. Now, today, we are lucky we don't have to leave the chair empty because we can hear from customers directly. So please welcome Susanne Monzech, Customer Officer from SAP Support, our brilliant guide for this session. Over to you, Susanne.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone, and a warm welcome also from my side to the third and final day of the ALM Summit here in Darmstadt. The past 2 days were full of insights, innovation, and great conversations around how we shape the future of application lifecycle management together. Now, we are once again turning the spotlight where it truly belongs, our customers. Across the globe, more than 12,000 customers are already using SAP Cloud ALM to manage their implementations, operations, and ongoing transformation journeys in the cloud, with 80,000 active daily users this year. From fast-growing mid-market companies to some of the world's largest enterprises, they rely on SAP Cloud ALM to gain end-to-end visibility, streamline collaboration, and accelerate business outcomes. In today's keynote, you will hear from 4 companies who have not only adopted SAP Cloud ALM, but made it a cornerstone of their transformation strategy. They will share their very own SAP Cloud ALM journey, how they started, what challenges they faced, and how they are using SAP Cloud ALM to drive real business value, from implementation to operations. Each story is unique, different industries, different landscapes, but all with a common goal, making transformation smarter, faster, and more autonomous. So let's dive in and hear directly from those who are living the SAP Cloud ALM story every day. Our first speaker comes from a company that practically defines excellence in automation, Fanuc. Fanuc's story is all about precision, reliability, and innovation. And that mindset extends into how they run their digital landscape. They've been leveraging SAP Cloud ALM to make their IT operations as intelligent and automated as their production lines. So please give a warm welcome to Daniel from Fanuc, who will share their SAP Cloud ALM story with us today.
Good morning. Thank you, Susanne. Thank you for having me here.
Thank you, Daniel. To get us started, could you briefly introduce Fanuc and your roles and responsibilities within the company?
Sure. So my name is Daniel. I'm the manager, SAP Technology within Fanuc Europe. And my team and myself, we are taking care about all technology-related topic with regards to SAP. Be it the S4 backend core system, be it BTP, be it SAP Cloud ALM, and all the other public cloud systems we are running at Fanuc. Let me quickly introduce Fanuc itself. As Susanne already mentioned, we are a Japanese company with the headquarters in Japan, and we have different subsidiaries all over the world. Myself and the team, we are serving Fanuc Europe, which has 22 subsidiaries, like, for example, Italy, France, Germany, and so on. So focus is, for us, Europe market, where we serve sales and service with over 2,100 employees. Our product line is, as you mentioned, from CNC controls, servo motors, robots, cobots, and along the assembly line.
Thank you, Daniel. When Fanuc first evaluated SAP Cloud ALM, what specific needs and challenges were you looking to address?
Thanks for that question. So we initiated, because we're coming from Oracle JD Edwards and doing a greenfield project to S4 with RISE. And our strategy was, and the purpose given from also our CIO, cloud first. Meaning all our products need to be in the cloud. And therefore, for sure, we evaluated different tools, but the choice was Cloud ALM. Why? Because it's constantly growing. Functionality is already there, but also what is very important for us, the ecosystem and the community, because we can learn together from each other, and that is very important for us. Beside Cloud ALM, as I mentioned, we use the whole tool chain from SAP, and this is the fundament for our project.
Thank you, Daniel. That directly brings me to my next question. How did SAP Cloud ALM help you tackle those challenges that you just mentioned?
Yes, thanks. We looked for a tool where we can have a very easy and fast user onboarding, as well as intuitive navigation and fast training cycles. We use Cloud ALM in the first round for the test management, for all our 3 test cycles, SIT1, SIT2, and the user acceptance test, where we run over 655 test plans. For sure, this was with manual testing. At that time, we not had the time to invest for automated testing, where we are looking for.
Okay, let's talk about results. What benefits have you experienced since adopting SAP Cloud ALM?
Yeah, benefits are, as I mentioned, very fast and easy user onboarding. So with the connection to SAP Cloud Identity Service, we can onboard users with assigning a group, and then they are able to access the system. It doesn't matter if they are internal FANUC employees or external companies. It's really just a mouse click. And that was also a key factor for us to say we are a small IT department and we need to be efficient.
Awesome. And finally, as someone who's been through the journey, what advice would you give with other companies here in the room who are considering SAP Cloud ALM?
Sure. So what I can recommend, start now, not tomorrow. Boost your integration projects or initiatives with Cloud ALM. There is already a lot of functionality there, and get started.
Thank you for sharing such an open and practical perspective, Daniel. So let's give a warm round of applause to Daniel, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, let's move to a company that connects millions of people every day, O2. O2 is a digital pioneer in the telecommunications industry, driving large-scale transformation while maintaining reliability and speed in operations. Please welcome Radoslav from O2 Czech Republic, who will share how SAP Cloud ALM helps keep their systems and customers always connected.
Good morning.
Over to you, Radoslav.
Good morning. Thank you, Susan. As Susan mentioned, I come in from O2. Something about O2. Maybe you know O2 from German or England, but we have common with this only the brand, because before we have owner Telefonica, and we still buy the brand from this, and we are part of PPF Telco Group now. Today we are talking this 3 days about ALM. So what we used from ALM? We use 3 areas: implementation, operation, and RISE with SAP, which is relatively new. From implementation, we use everything what we need to get a project to production. That means projects, process authoring, requirements, features, and so. RISE with SAP, this is the new one part, and here you can see the information about your RISE system. And today I will talk about the operation, how we do operation in our system, mainly business process monitoring, integration and exception, real user, job automation, health, and last, notification, but it's not least one. If you ask me why we use ILM, we use ILM about 2 years, and I configured it by myself 2 years ago. And yes, I'm a manager and middle manager, and I have admin rights. I think it's not normal standard in your company, but I like to have hands-on, so I install and configure the ALM. For me, or for our company, ALM is a platform which could connect everything from your SAP world to one point. It's adaptive. You can connect public cloud, private cloud, BTP processes, or your business suite from your on-premise system. It's lean, it's very simple, and it's only for 1, 2, 3 clicks. You didn't need any experience to make something in this. And what is important for operation, it's monitoring. It's you have real-time data, and you can see what happens in your system. Sorry, when I think about what to say one word which represents ALM for me personally, it's simple. Why simple? Because maybe you know Solution Manager, when you something to try to configure in Solution Manager, it was a long story. If you have 14 strips under substrips and many steps under, and you configure this whole weeks, and it was never-ending story for us. I don't like Solution Manager, I said no. And my colleague from Basis said that Solution Manager is Tamagotchi, maybe you know it. Digital animal which die, and you never know why he died. This. Thank you. This was every time when you do upgrade, it die. You must reconfigure it again, and after you can work with them. So, because ALM is simple, because I configure connection to on-premise system, and the manual is for 2 pages to connect this system. It's very simple. I don't need it to read this manual, so I configure it half a day. But read it. It's very simple. What we used, the main part or the most important part is the real user monitoring. You can see and find everything, information about the processes which is running from user to your backend. If you have some trouble, you can find it here. All applications in ALM are clicking and you can go deep dive and get more information from the system directly, and you can find the trouble transaction and trouble information, and you deep dive to latest information which you need. If I remember very well, we don't must go to find the trouble to backend system. Everything for last 2 years we found in ALM. We solve it in backend or in front end, because you can find that trouble is on the client PC or network or somewhere else, but you don't need to use your system. Next one is health monitoring. This is something what you need every day, because you need to know what is the status of your system. With this, we use the notification when you have some alert, when KPI not in correct state. The system sends you a notification to email, to dashboards, and or to SMS if you connected it. We are telco operator, so we must use SMS or calls. So, next one, integration. Integration, standardly, you know, iDocs or connection to SAP PIPO. Newly, I configured for this session integration suite because we go last week productively to production. So I try to configure that the connection to integration suite and takes it less time than I'm here on the stage. Simple. So again, you can see all information in the first page in very lightweight, and if you need some more detailed information, you can draw down all the reports and you get it. What to say about job and automation? Here you can see the connection with standard S4 system and BTP services. Standard jobs, SS37 transaction, you know everyone. But in the last year, we used build automation, and we can monitor all automation processes with this. We don't need nothing else. They send us notification when something is wrong. As you see, we have now for automation, in next time, a few weeks, we will add another automation. You will see here some errors. This we ignore because we are running 24/7, and sometimes the agent's not accessible, so this is not error for us, and we ignore it in notification. Yeah? Here you can see the detail, and we see that system is running, completed, or what's the state of automation. Okay, the last one, I think it was newly added because I found it only in last weeks before the session. So this is the section when you can find your information about your system in RISE, if you use RISE. Before, if I remember this information you find on me.com portal, now you can get it from ALM, and you can find it here. So, this is all from me, and I get back Susan, and thank you for your attention.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Radoslav, for showing us how O2 is using SAP Cloud ALM for operations here. Warm round of applause for Radoslav, everyone, please. All right, so our next speaker represents a company that quite literally puts the smile in innovation, Carvo Dental. They've been shaping the future of dental technology for more than a century, and today we will hear how they are using SAP Cloud ALM to modernize their business processes and how they transition from SAP Solution Manager to SAP Cloud ALM. Please welcome Shadi from Carvo Dental. Great to have you with us.
Yeah, thank you, Susanne, for having me today. I'm very happy to be here, guys.
Thank you, Shadi. So, I'm sure the audience is excited to learn a little bit more about you. So, Shadi, could you please briefly introduce yourself, your role, and Carvo?
Yeah, sure. So, my name is Shadi Sayed, and I'm working for Carvo Dental. Basically, I'm an ALM expert. I'm the product owner of the SAP Solution Manager and also of the Cloud ALM now. Carvo Dental is producing all kind of machines, equipment, and instruments for the dentist. Yeah, we are founded 100 years ago, started as a small family business, and now we are worldwide and global, have our locations. To say it in a nutshell, so my job at Carvo Dental is to manage the application the life cycle of the applications, and Carvo Dental is managing the life cycle of our teeth, or maybe of the dentist instruments.
Thank you, Shadi. So could you now please share a little bit more about how you transitioned from SAP Solution Manager to SAP Cloud ALM? How were you using SAP Solution Manager before, and where are you now in your Cloud ALM journey?
Yeah, so we used the SAP Solution Manager very intensive. That means we worked with the process management and the solution documentation, where we documented all our scenarios and processes, and also the test documents, process steps, etc. We also worked with the test management, so we do a lot of testing, a lot of test plans, a lot of test executions, and also the defect management is part of our test management, which we do, or which we did in the SAP Solution Manager. Moreover, we are using for our projects and also for our maintenance Charm. This we did not transition yet to Cloud ALM, unfortunately, and we also used to use the monitoring part of the SAP Solution Manager. In regards to the transition, how our current status is, we started with the operations part. So this is also a recommendation from my side. It's very easy and very simple, as my colleague already said, to connect your systems to Cloud ALM to use the monitoring part. This is what we use since day one from the Cloud ALM. And we use the selective data transfer also to migrate all our test cases, processes, and all of those things. And we are using today the Cloud ALM as a manual test management tool. Unfortunately, we are not yet so far that we are using the transport management in the Cloud ALM. We are still using the Solution Manager. This was not my decision. It was a, let's say, internal decision, because we are also using, for the change request and so on, some other tools, and there were no API currently there. Yeah, but we plan for sure to also use the transport management in the future in the Cloud ALM.
Thank you, Shadi. Just building on that, and you already mentioned some of them, what were your experiences with the tools used during the transition?
Yeah, so first of all, when I was confronted, or when we decided internally to start our transition to Cloud ALM, I think it was the same as for you guys. So it was a completely new tool. For me. And I felt a little bit, overwhelmed with a lot of data and a lot of information. So I started to research, and I found this SAP Activate roadmap for the Cloud ALM transition, which helped me a lot. As I mentioned, at the first view, it's a little bit overwhelming because of a lot of information, a lot of new things, but it helped me a lot for our roadmap. We also used the readiness check. Which gave us a good transparency about what are the things we are using right now in the Solution Manager, and which of these functionalities could be reused in the Cloud ALM, or which we can migrate, and what things have changed, and so on and so on. And last but not least, for sure, the selective data transfer. I really liked it, to be honest, because it was very easy. So if you have data and you need to migrate to the Cloud ALM, and you have to take some stuff from the Solution Manager with you, I highly recommend to use the selective data transfer.
Thank you, Shadi. So you've clearly learned a lot during the process. Could you share a recommendation with our audience here? So what went particularly well in your journey, and what would you do differently next time?
Yeah. Actually, I can just emphasize and repeat what my colleagues already said in their speeches. So start now. Yeah, don't be afraid. Don't be. So everything which is new is a little bit combined with rejection, but start now. And second one, the experience which I made is definitely it's never about the technical part. So for sure, the Cloud ALM does not have every feature and functionality which the solution manager has, but the kind of rejection which is inside the company, it's just about the mindset. Yeah, we have a totally different tool. It's now in the cloud. It's not the solution manager anymore. So you will be confronted with a lot of questions. Hey, in the solution manager, we used to have this functionality. This is not possible right now in the Cloud ALM, so we can't migrate and we can't do this transition. Just be strong and yeah, just try to focus and try to spend a lot of more time in training, and not only training in the tool, but also training in the mindset of the colleagues, because this is, from my experience, the biggest challenge which I faced.
Thank you for sharing all those experiences in the transition from Solman to SAP Cloud ALM here with the audience, Shadi. So let's hear it for Shadi, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so our next customer speaker represents one of Finland's largest and most innovative retail services companies, SOK. SOK operates across multiple industries, from supermarkets and hotels to financial services, serving millions of customers every day. Managing such a diverse landscape requires agility, transparency, and reliability. That's why I'm especially excited to welcome Tommy from SOK, who will share how their team is using SAP Cloud ALM. Tommy, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Sit down, please. Sit down. Thank you. You're doing great. You look sharp. I don't know how you do it. All right, so my name is Tommi Niemi. I'm an SAP tech lead in a company called SOK. And like Susan said, I came here all the way from Finland. So everybody knows here, familiar with Finland? You know Finland? Good. Those who don't know, let's recap a little bit. Language that sounds funny. We have harsh, cold weather, and we just don't know how to play football. So that's Finland in a nutshell. So today I will present you what we do with Cloud ALM in SOK. But before we go to the deep dive, I just want to go through that, what is SOK company. I will not go through all the figures here, but 49% market share in grocery stores. There are 4 to 5 different companies who share the rest of the pie. So we are the biggest player there. 42,000 employees, vast majority are located in Finland, but we do have operations in Estonia as well. So what do we do? Supermarket trade, that's our core business. That's our bread and butter. I mean, literally, bread and butter. So then we have other businesses. We have gas stations, even own bank, and then hotels and other fashion stuff as well. So our story begins with when we acquired SAP BTP, we acquired Cloud ALM tenant back in the day. And we started just monitoring one system, and one system only. That's how we started. But today, we are actually monitoring multiple different systems with health monitoring, integration, exception monitoring, real user monitoring, you name it, we have it. So everything is in place. The operation side, or the implementation side, we started with our supply chain operation when we are old ECC legacy system transferred to SAP S/4HANA. Today, we have multiple projects, multiple integrations with the brownfield conversions. We are even planning to extending this to our Estonian operations. So the deep dive, monitoring what we do, as I said. We do health monitoring, even for specific systems. We have in our marketplace, we have this performance testing system. We do monitoring there with Cloud ALM. Project management, that we do a lot at SOK. So pretty much everything we have related to SAP applications, we do through Cloud ALM. Process management, at the moment, actually, today, we don't have a subscription from the SAP Signavio, but we do everything with the Cloud ALM. So that's what we do, all the process stuff there. Transport management, that's something that we just started. So we have now 4-tier landscape in there. So we do our transport for the supply chain. But as we heard yesterday, or was it the day before, that we are very eagerly waiting that deployment app to be available at Cloud ALM. That's going to be very cool. So our learnings, like everybody said before me, be brave. Start today. I mean, it can be sometimes challenging, go to the Cloud ALM because there's so a lot of stuff, so a lot of functionalities, a lot of stuff you can do. Just start from somewhere. I mean, that's how we did it. We, step by step, expanded the experience. Rapid change, as you know, cloud-based product, you have rapid change. So sometimes it feels that when you go to the Cloud ALM, they always have the ribbon saying, what's new today? I mean, literally, what's new today? So that's something that we have to adapt in the business, that we get new role sets, we have different looking scenarios, and even the user experience is changing. So that's something that we have learned in the past. This is something that we are actually talking about our company a lot, our cloud strategy. And I have to give you the information, we don't have that yet. But that's something that we are planning. And I think, and we all think at SOK, that SAP Cloud ALM is something that can help us and support the transformation from old ECC legacy system to the cloud native landscape. Last but not least, the integrated tool chain. This is something that we have heard in this event a lot, and I think this is something that we need as a company to take a closer look at what we can actually gain if we can have our hands on SAP Signavio and LeanIX. That's something that we need to check in the future. So that's from me. Thank you for listening, and have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you, Tommy, for showing how SOK is leveraging SAP Cloud ALM. And with that, a huge thank you to all of our 4 customer speakers today, Daniel from Fanuc, Radoslav from O2 Czech Republic, Shadi from Carvo Dental, and Tommy from SOK. Please give them a warm round of applause. I mean, I believe our customer speakers nicely demonstrated how SAP Cloud ALM already today offers many capabilities, higher value, and a future-proof foundation that will keep your business ahead of the curve. It's cloud-based. It's included in your SAP Cloud subscription, so you can start quickly without a complex setup. Now's the right time for those of you who are not yet using SAP Cloud ALM to plan and begin your transition. So last but not least, let's have a look at how you can take the next steps with a few practical tips and offerings to help your organizations move from Solution Manager to SAP Cloud ALM. Run the readiness check for SAP Cloud ALM, helping you to analyze your usage of Solution Manager and providing recommendations for functionalities in SAP Cloud ALM. Check out the SAP Cloud ALM Learning Portal, where you can find many comprehensive learning journeys, and use the transition to SAP Cloud ALM roadmap. It is comprised of project plan phases, deliverables, and tasks in accordance with the SAP Activate methodology. And make sure to check out the many adoption use cases available, your typical entry points to SAP Cloud ALM. Having said that, also during day 3 of the ALM Summit, there are plenty of SAP experts around, so make sure to grab one, start a conversation, and get all your questions answered still today. And with that, I wish you a great last day here at the ALM Summit in Darmstadt. Thank you.
Thank you, Susanne. Please also give it up for Susanne. Thank you. So before we go into the round of expert sessions, I have some valuable insights for you. This might be the last day of ALM Summit in EMEA, but ALM Summit North America is coming up for 2026, and that is April 14th through 16th. And because we were just not sure if you could see that QR code, we have another slide that you can see from outer space. So get out your phones. If you want to go to the registration page, follow the QR code. I have 2 more dates, but I want to give you some time. You can already save for 2026. And that is also ALM Summit will be coming to Bangalore again, July 21st through 23rd. And last but not least, we will be coming back to Darmstadt, November 3rd through 5th. And also, again, this QR code brings you to the notification page for the EMEA Summit. And so you don't have to Zoom. It's again here. So now it's time for the expert sessions. For those of you who are taking the Solution Transformation Consultant test, good luck. Please find your way to room Aurum. And we will meet again here at 2 p.m. when we will learn about Clario, your platform for clean core aligned change on SAP BTP. See you later.